Absolutely. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Every wide receiver in the NFL wants to be a top target, and two players will be trying to be that today. It's Thomas's Broncos going up against Browns Steelers.
Right at the convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive, we welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Denver Broncos. On the return, Fitzgerald Toussaint. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. They go play action here on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Shaquille Barrett coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast, and a big sack. On second down, here's Roethlisberger. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And it's third down. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is third and long. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. That one goes for 24 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
On second down, Roethlisberger looking left side, and he's got a man. That's James. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Roethlisberger to his big target, James, all 6-7 of him for a Steeler first down. Now a first down carry by Bell. Room to run inside the 40. And he's brought down. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
Okay, let's face it. Most of the offensive linemen in today's NFL, they're going to weigh over 300 pounds. But that doesn't mean they don't have agility. And the way that they can get out in front of a runner and create a space, sometimes it looks like they're going in one direction, and the runner uses his eyes to take him in another direction because it's been blocked so well. Love those misdirection or counter plays, and this one worked really well for a nice piece of yardage.
And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. Oh, look at the juke. And a solid run down inside the 30. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. Here's Roethlisberger. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Eighth play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Roethlisberger. Over the middle here to Brown. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Buying time to his left. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. And this seemingly endless drive continues. Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. Throw left side complete. That's Bell. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Give him 9 on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency. And they insert their dime package, 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way. To throw again is Roethlisberger. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open, just a split second too late on the release. And Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. So they get the field goal, but part of that was a 14-play drive to get the 3.
Normally, when you hold the ball that long, run that many plays, you end up in the end zone. There's a breakdown on the defense. Something happens. In this case, that didn't. But really good ball control by the offense. They're hoping that they can wear them down if they keep having drives like that.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Here's Anderson as they begin this series on the ground. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. They run it again with Anderson. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
First down. Here's the run with Anderson. A good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, Lynch. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well-run route.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. 2nd down now after the pass completion. A fake to Anderson. Now it's Lynch. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Emmanuel Sanders, 29 yards. And the Broncos are in for 6. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Toe bashed it.
Super toe.
Here we go.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. It's Roethlisberger. Over the middle, complete. It's Brown. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. A very solid gain of 27. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Now Roethlisberger to throw. 20! Got his man complete over the middle. That's Brown. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on first down. And it's caught. It's Brown. Touchdown Steelers. Antonio Brown, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers are able to strike for 6. And his kick is right through. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now Thomas will come in motion right. They start the drive with Anderson. And some room to roam now. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to fire one deep, middle, and that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. And now a first down following that long gain. Play action. It's Lynch. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick. And the Steelers set to take the field. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
Final play of the half. It's Roethlisberger. He's going deep for Brown. And that is incomplete. Well, who needs a halftime? Am I right? Let's resume play. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. On second down, Anderson. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Well, Brandon, so much for halftime adjustments. They still can't get anything going on the ground. It may be time to loosen things up and start flinging it around a little bit.
On third down, Lynch. And Fowler's got it. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Denver has the first down. The play going for 15 yards. They'll throw on first down with Lynch. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. Well, usually you don't think of the cornerback coming in for a no-gain play, but that's what we had there. Nice tackle.
Yeah, and how about the range, too? Coming from the outside part of the play, moving his way into the inside and making that play happen. No gain for the offense.
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, "Listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
defense,
we've
got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game." Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
On second down, it's Bell. And some space here. Space to maneuver at the 40. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
The reason that counter and misdirection plays work so well is that usually you've given them a reason to think that everything's going to the direction it starts initially. You've run that type of a play throughout the game. You've given them that look. And now you're going to counter things and bring it back the other way. Almost a tendency breaker at times. And a lot of it is making sure that you have an illusion, almost like a magician. Look over here, but the play is actually happening over there, and that's where running back's vision comes into play. See the hole in a place where people don't expect and get there with some speed. And that's exactly what he did on that play.
Now Roethlisberger going to hand to Bell, and he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Final minute now of the third quarter. Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. This will be caught by Brown. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Roethlisberger hooking up with Brown to get the Steelers a first.
I know everyone wants that prototypical wide receiver, you know, the 6'3", 200-plus pound guy, like a Julio Jones and A.J. Green and Des Bryant. Antonio Brown just shatters that, doesn't he? Smaller in stature, but still able to use his quickness, his elusiveness, and his strength to create big plays.
Now they'll try the sweep with Bell. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. It's a good pickup on the ground of 7 yards, and time has run out on this third quarter. So the solid run on first, and I would imagine no real hurry to run that second down play.
No, it's all in your quarterback now. He's going to keep an eye on the play clock and bleed things down, and he's not going to let the ball be snapped until it's inside 3 seconds left on the play clock. Unless, of course, you're playing a video game, you're trying to run it up on the play.
Nice touch. Cold-blooded, too. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll pitch it out to Bell. And he's got room. boom. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Now it's Roethlisberger. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the counter, here's Bell. Bell so light on his feet. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Now, that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
Oh, long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. They come out here in the eye. Now the toss to Bell running right. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough 3rd down.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got to hold him to 3 to keep this a 1-score game. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Here we go, a big play and a tight game late. They're going on 4th and goal. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And how about this? It's the other Brandon Marshall that picks it off. And that disastrous play partner is ultimately going to seal their fate in this one, isn't it?
It certainly is, because they give up the 2 points. But that's not really what did it. It's having to give up the football. And because they gave up the football, guess what? The other team now can take the ball and close this game out.
This is taken at about the 14. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. And he's brought down, but not before getting across midfield to the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. They'll go again with Bell. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. And now the Broncos will burn another timeout here. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Roethlisberger going to throw it over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Here's Roethlisberger. Open man, Smith-Schuster. It's complete. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, nice move. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So the defense flinches, contact made, and the 5-yard penalty ensues. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out,
We got 4. We got 4.
I look up. So many. Oh my God. So many. I done made sacrifices. So many sacrifices. Straight.